but maybe it's not on point anymore. Maybe it was on point to get you to lose 10, 12 pounds, but it's not on point enough to help you lose more. Hey, quick question. So I started back at the gym about 2 weeks ago. Throughout quarantine, I've been super on top of my workouts. I did more body weight and HIIT style workouts. My diet has also been on point and it hasn't changed. I lost about 12 pounds since the start of quarantine, 30 pounds overall. But now that I'm back at the gym and lifting again, my weight has hit a standstill. I've still been including a minimum of 20 minutes of HIIT, as well as my heavy weights. Any suggestions to get my weight going down again? I'm 5'8" and currently 209 pounds. Well, I'm not so worried about the HIIT training. Like, what are you eating? And how much? The information that I would like is not here. So your diet has also been on point and hasn't changed. Do tell. All right, so here's the thing. Whenever someone talks about their diet and they says, my diet's been on point, I'm not saying it's not. But maybe it's not on point anymore. Maybe it was on point to get you to lose 10, 12 pounds, but it's not on point enough to help you lose more. I've been including a minimum of 20 minutes of HIIT as well every day. Meditation, yoga, sleep, breathing work, getting enough sleep, lowering your stress as much as possible, and probably from the sound of it, mitigating your caloric intake and maybe adjusting your nutrition. You started back at the gym about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you lost 12 pounds since the start of quarantine, but then you're back at the gym, your weight, you're probably building some muscle. You got some inflammation. You're retaining some water because you're actually lifting weights again. Oh, stop. Because you're doing HIIT training. You're doing body weight and HIIT, and all of a sudden you're going to the gym, and now you're crushing with weights, or the micro trauma and the inflammation, the water retention is just up a little bit. It's a new shock. It's been like 3 or 4 months since you've actually done a lot of weights. You're doing HIIT. You're jumping around a lot, doing a lot of burpees or whatever the fuck you're doing with HIIT training. That's why you're lifting weights again. Your body needs, your body's inflamed. You're probably sore as fuck too. So I wouldn't worry so much about it. Give it a little more time, but give some more details on your nutrition. Because all I'm saying is that when a lot of people say, my diet's on point, well, do tell. Because a lot of people think they're eating perfectly or they're eating wonderfully. And then you put it out there and a lot of people are like, hey, what about this? This gives me problems. Or that's not really a good thing to be eating. You'd be better off eating this. And you're like, oh, I never thought about that. Oh, I didn't know that was right. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean your diet's not on point. It just means that that's vague and that's subjective. Maybe it's not as on point. Maybe it's on point relative to most people, which I'm sure it is, but maybe it's not on point enough, right? You can get close to the bullseye and still not be on it. So keep going.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.